Welcome to another Wednesday. My name is Joey Galvez, and we are your Wednesday Warriors. That's my pal Ambrosia, and you're watching this live on The Experience. What's up, Ambrosia?
Nothing much. It's been a busy week. It's crazy that today's already Wednesday.
I know it went by very, very fast, but it's another Wednesday. There's comic books. There's Moonknight out. There's a new Morbius movie and all kinds of really cool stuff in the news.
We have so much to talk about.
So much to talk about. But first, Ambrosia, I want to know, how was your week?
Honestly, my week has been good. It's been really busy. I am our CMAS coordinator at school. So I am, I don't know, like every state has something different. CMAS is like our state testing, and I'm one of half of the person who oversees like the entire thing for the school. And so this is like we start testing tomorrow. So it's been like go. On training teachers, getting everything. So it's been busy. School-wise, things have been busy. But I'm really proud of myself because I got caught up on so many comics. I've been so behind on comics, but I am like officially caught up, and it feels so good.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think my son's doing testing this coming week as well. And oh man, it's rough. I definitely what?
I completely forgot.
I do want to say thank you to all you teachers out there though first. Go ahead.
You're the best. Especially like this is the time of year where teachers let us know if they're going to resign or continue on. This is the biggest year that we've had of like teachers leaving education.
Oh my gosh. Scary.
And like the school I'm at is typically a school where like it's a competitive school to get into when it comes to like education. Like teachers are trying to get in, and the amount of teachers leaving is insane. But that's a different day. But something that I forgot that I did this weekend is I got to meet Jason Reynolds, which I am a huge Jason Reynolds fan. He's an author. If you guys haven't read his books, read his books.
I'm not familiar with his name. Can you for those of us out there who aren't familiar with him, can you please give us a bit of a background?
Yes. Okay. So he is a young writer. He's like 36. And he writes a lot about racism. And he writes adult books as well as he's the current National Children's Ambassador in literature.
That's awesome.
He writes a ton of young adult books, young adults, and like he even has a graphic novel called Stump Boy. And he has the Miles Morales Spider-Man chapter book. That's not a graphic novel, but in all of his writings, he really uplifts different cultures and perspectives, and like something like he has like 4 books out in a series, and like the first one is like focused on a little boy, and one of the students asked like, what like, what is your favorite series? And he like the favorite book in the series, and he said the second one, which is focused on a girl, because um all the boys have to read the girl's perspective to
Mhm.
and understand like a female before they can move on to
Yeah.
like the
Wow.
next book about a male's perspective. And in all of his writings, he said that he
That's
never
cool.
portrays like women as being damsels in distress, like that they need saving, that
Yeah.
in all of his stories. So if you are into his most recent book is about like this little boy who's gone through COVID. His like dad is sick. All of his stuff is so good. So he writes in terms of children's books, he has the Track series. He has Stunt Boy, which is a graphic novel, and they're going to be coming out with a second one. And then they have the Miles Morales chapter book. Do I have it here?
Oh, you have it. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
so cool. Yeah,
Elizabeth.
I love that. I love that. And where did you see him? Where did you get to see him at?
He was at one of our local libraries. And so
That's
he
fantastic.
lives in New York. So Elizabeth asked for like chapter books, and so this is
Mhm.
like actually a chapter book, but it's
Okay.
Miles Morales, and there's a lot
Miles
of like
Morales.
stuff about race. And Marvel has
That's
given
cool.
him he's writing a second Miles Morales book, and he is in
So
cahoots
cool.
with Marvel, where he's creating his own comic
Mhm.
book character
Oh,
right now,
wow.
which is like
That's
super
awesome.
cool. Yes, so check him out. He has like a
Very
ton of different stuff, a lot about race, perspective taking, everything. So
super cool. That's awesome, Ambrosia. I hope you like got his information so you can maybe do an interview. That'd be
I totally oh, he's pretty high up there. We're trying to get him to come to our school, but I totally like nerded
We'll
out.
we'll
And
we'll get him. We'll get him on an interview just for you to interview, Ambrosia.
oh,
We'll
I cried like 3 times, like listening to him like speak. Oh, it's so good.
That's cool. That's very, very cool. Yeah, and I'm glad you know, I do want to say this because there are tons of and this, we're not a political show anything, but I do want to say this, that there are some crazy things going on in the world, and I do want to say that there are people whose rights are being taken away right now, and or it feels very much so that way. So I just want to say that we as a show here, me and Ambrosia, we definitely stand. There's two specific communities that I'm thinking of right now that today, literally like today this week, they've been things have been taken away from them. So we do want to say we stand with you guys. I'm not going to go into it, and we're gonna get, because we want to talk about the fun stuff. So Ambrosia, let's jump right into our first segment here, which is what's in your watch list. Are you ready, Ambrosia? You got all
Yes.
kinds of cool stuff to talk about. All your you got your list of your stuff that you watched last week.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I've
Let's
watched two things. I watched two things.
She's like, I watched two things. Literally, we
You could
watched a
probably
couple things too.
you could probably guess what those two things were.
Yeah, I think we're gonna talk about it because you convinced my wife. We'll get into it right here after
I
this.
convinced.
I feel bad. I like cut you off. I pressed the button and then like there's a small delay. I'm so sorry, Ambrosia.
Oh my gosh, no, you're fine.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
I don't think I convinced your wife. I think your wife convinced me.
oh, okay.
I
All
have
right. All
receipts.
right.
I have receipts.
She said I have receipts. All right. Well, this is what's on your watch list, part of the show where we talk about all that awesome stuff that you are watching, whether it is in your watch list or it's going to be added or going away. We're going to talk about it right here. Ambrosia, first of all, let's talk a little bit about that. You and my wife are like literally binging the heck out of Bridgerton, and you're done with the whole entire second season.
Yeah,
My
I've been staying up
wife's
late to finish
my
it.
wife listen, I'm gonna say my wife roped me in, but I'm just gonna not say that, because if I say anything else, she's gonna probably like get on her phone and start texting. She's already doing it. I already know. Anyway, she roped me into watching it with her, and she's like, it's content. Come on, it's just content. So we're watching it. We're not anywhere near where you are.
Where are you
But
guys at?
I forget which episode. Literally, she puts it on and I watch it and I'm like doing work and then like she gets mad because I'm like, wait, what happened? Who's that? What are they
Yeah.
doing? Why are they with them now? It's- she hates it.
No, I get it. I get it.
So tell me a little bit about your experience. We aren't that far ahead. Um, I think I don't know exactly where Elizabeth, if you're listening, tell us what episode we're on. But Ambrosia, where let me know what you've been thinking about this show.
Okay, so at first I was very like, "Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna like it." Like, it's not it's typically not like what I watch, but I always
Mhm.
wanted to like watch it because I see
Yeah.
it was like trending on Netflix. I'm like, it has to be good. And I've heard people talk about it. So and then Elizabeth talked to me. She's like, "Hey, have you watched Bridgerton?" And we're like, "No, let's do it." So we did it. And then I was hooked. And then I couldn't stop. And now it's done. And I don't know what to do with my life. Um
If you guys
I
don't know what
okay.
Bridgerton is, I'm gonna tell. It's like the Netflix version of Euphoria.
It's the
it's, it's the it's the
I
Netflix
think it's a
Euphoria.
little worse. Like I
You think so? Oh
I
man,
think so. It's like, well, there's
I
not
think
like
they took some
drugs
of
in
those scenes a
anything.
little too far. Like
There's
I'm
a
just
lot of dirty scenes in season 1. Season 2, there's only 2 scenes. But then I
okay.
was reading an article about it,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
people were upset that there weren't as many scenes. And I actually was okay with that there wasn't as many scenes. But people were like,
They were like,
uh,
"Wait a minute, where's our softcore pornography?"
it
Like
really, yeah. My mom and I talked about that because
it was so bad.
you know how like my mom and I share Netflix accounts, and you could tell if like
Okay.
someone has like watched something.
Don't say that out loud because Netflix is listening. You heard what
Well,
they're doing, right?
we live at the same household.
There you go. I know. They're
That
crazy.
counts, right? Right?
She's like, that counts.
I don't know. Um, but and so it showed that someone like watched it before me, and I was like, who in my
Mhm.
house would have watched Bridgerton? Um, and so and then I found out that was my mom, and I was like,
Oh man,
Mom?
that's funny.
And she was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, is it me or was it like soft core? She's like, no, it definitely was. And I was like, okay.
Oh man, I know there was some times where I'm sitting here and I'm like, Elizabeth, what are you watching? And she's like sitting here, she's like looking. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I know there was like times where like it was super awkward. And so like Tommy and I would be like watching it, and then like random scene would come on, and I'm like, I'm gonna finish my comic book. And he's like, yeah, my Switch over here.
Ambrosia, we are all so I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, it's crazy. This show's nuts. But Elizabeth and I watched something really cool. Um, ever since we watched the Oscars, Elizabeth's been on this really cool kick of wanting to watch the not Oscar nominated movies and things of that nature. So
Oh, that's a cool
so we
goal.
kind of watch one every once in a while here and there. So she chose Four Good Days with Mia Kunis. Here we go.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, in Tracy Queen, yes, I do want to take some time really quick to talk about this. JL, can you please leave the link in the comments there, and I'll show it up. Um, Oneshi Press is dropping there. They have a Kickstarter running right now called Tracy Queen. It's really cool. He'll drop all the good stuff for us to talk about it in the. I got a fly or something flying around in here, and he'll let us know about all that good stuff. And then in the comments there. But yeah, this one was really good. Let me show you the synopsis here if I can get my tablet to open up. So 4 Good Days is basically a mother helps her daughter work through 4 crucial days of recovery from substance abuse.
Oh,
Mia Kunis plays a addict who is literally in the throes of like kicking drugs, and she really wants to change her life at this time, and it's been like 14 to some 20 odd times that she's been in and out of rehab. So
wow.
it's and she has 4 days to where she can get like this shot where it's gonna like block the receptors and things of that nature. It's really cool, but
Wow.
um crazy movie. It's like it really very well done. I was there's a reason why it was an Oscar nominated movie.
Interesting. I love that goal. That's something that
Mhm.
I should do because so many of these movies are so good, but I feel like so like underrated.
Tracy Queen follows the heiress of a crime syndicate, leaves behind violence to pursue pleasure, but everyone wants a piece, and her past won't let her go. She so she does what anyone would do.
What?
She gets her best friend Nicola, who's a talking raccoon, to help her build an army of cyborg clones.
I love it.
Head on over to www.kickstarter.oneshipress.com and check it out. It's really cool. There's a lot more to it, but that is again, it's a really great story. It is NSFW, so if you guys are just make sure you guys are okay with that when you guys do view that. Really cool stuff. Really, really awesome. And anything else? I don't think I have anything else on the.
Well, you do. Did you watch Moonknight?
I have not. I've watched the first episode.
Yeah.
The
We didn't talk about it because
we're gonna talk about it here in the show a little bit.
Okay.
And the tail end of the show, we'll talk about a full spoiler conversation about first episode.
Okay. Are we gonna talk about Morbius?
I have not seen Morbius.
Okay.
I don't think I plan on to see it until it comes out until it's like free on TV. So dude, spoil away for me, but maybe not for everyone yet.
Okay, so I won't spoil it, but I will say that
let's wait 2 weeks and then we'll spoil the heck out of it.
Okay, I promise I'm not going to spoil it because I just have kind of a funny story with it. We had tickets to see it on Friday when it came out, but we were both exhausted, which like typically like on Fridays we're always going to be tired, but if it's like a good movie, we're like, yeah, it's totally worth it. But we read some of the reviews and we're like, I think we could skip this one. So we ended up skipping it. We canceled our reservation because
a lot of people were saying, just wait.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna like wait on my sleep a little bit before I'd much rather sleep than see Morbius right now. But I'm so upset by like the reviews because I really wanted it to be good.
I have heard there's a couple people that I saw in my network community, and I did say they said, hey guys, check this out. I did see a movie and guess what? I liked it. So
okay.
They're like, I'm just gonna say that. So I was like, cool, man. They're like that's the way I think about it. Like I enjoy movies just for my enjoyment. If I feel like I enjoyed it, whatever. I'm not a critic. I don't get paid to do that stuff.
And that's how I am. Like I typically like the thing. Oh, I mean, you definitely like the things a lot of people don't. And vice versa. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I guess they so supposedly they even pulled a bunch of what was it, post-credit scenes that was supposed to like connect thing. Like I don't want to give a lot away because it's still spoilers. So we'll wait a couple weeks before we talk about that kind of stuff because there is a little bit of controversy there that people have been talking about. It also has been delayed. It's been delayed over and over and over again.
I know.
So I mean, it's rough when you have a movie like that and people just have some crazy anticipation for it.
And that's what makes me sad. And like I try not to be like super pumped, and this is maybe why I don't get like super pumped when it comes to stuff because I try to take it as it is, but I don't know.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else everybody says. He says I'm in love. JL says I'm in love with Moonknight already though. And then he says and I'm obsessed with Picard. Excuse me. I've only watched a handful of episodes of the first season of Picard. I really need to get back onto it because when I watched it, we were like, we had to cut our subscription to what is it? Anyway, long story short, cut our subscription. We have it back now. Part of a bundle. So I'm gonna like catch up on all my Star Trek stuff. I am a huge, you know me, I love both Star Trek and Star Wars, but I kind of lean towards the Trek stuff a little bit more. Sorry,
I love.
That's
awesome. No, don't be sorry.
But yesterday was First Contact Day, and all kinds of people have been celebrating like Star Trek, and because they also dropped director's edition of all kinds of really cool stuff. So really,
what was yesterday?
First Contact Day.
What is that?
So first contact day is supposedly a thing where in the like everybody celebrates a day in the future when we will have first contact with aliens.
Whoa, how is this a thing, and how have I never known about
It's
this?
a thing. It's a thing, Ambrosia.
I
It's a thing.
I had no idea.
And it isn't it weird that I had that in my head. I find that even more weird. How about that?
Like, who celebrates this?
People like me that have it in their head. I don't
Do
know.
you celebrate it?
No,
Did you
no.
guys all wear, like, tinfoil hats? Or wait,
Ambrosia.
wait, what
If
is it
you
called again?
listen, if you don't know about it, then you shouldn't be talking about it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Let's see. We got a
First
lot here.
contact day. I'm sorry, I'm still so baffled.
These subscriptions are just too much, right? They are. There's too many of them. Deep Trek lore, there's a lot. And okay, here's my thing, JL. Is it Trekkies or Trekkers?
Oh,
That's
Trekkies.
that's that's always I've got an answer for you, but it kind of falls on one of those things where it's like however you just want to call it, you call it that way, but it's yeah. So JL says it's Trekkies. I say Trekkers.
Why?
So that's just the way it's been. It's been Trekkers. Because excuse me, I forget why. There was a reason why, and I'm trying to remember, and I'm trying to look back into my memory, and I remember exactly why it's not Trekkies. But yeah, it's Trekkers.
I've always heard
JL
it as
says you can
Trekkies.
call it. I'm sorry, what was that, Ambrosia?
Oh, just that I've always heard it as Trekkies.
I that's what the non-Trekkers call it. That's supposedly the thing. That's how
Is
you
that
know.
really?
That's how you. So no, I listen. That's the fight. That's the fight, right? The Trekkers, the real dedicated Trekkers call themselves Trekkers, and the people who call people who love Star Trek Trekkies. So they're
So
just
is that like the
like
secret handshake? Like,
yeah. Look at
are
here
you
it
a
goes. Here's
Trekkie or are
JL.
you
Look,
Trekkers?
JL's right. He's the Trekkers are like over the top. See,
That's hilarious.
look at it. Isn't that absolutely right? That I would be the one that would call it Trekkers and not Trekkies.
Yeah. No, I that's
That's
why
all
I'm
we all do, huh?
that is hilarious.
I'll fight. I'll fight the Trekkies. Oh,
Yeah.
tech in the house. Trekkies are like fans. Trekkers are like, oh no, they're not seeing gatekeepers. No.
I was gonna say that, but I was like,
No,
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 Joey would. As long as
no.
you don't ask
Listen.
them, like, are you a Trekker or are you a Trekkie?
Okay, maybe they are a little gatekeepy. Maybe they. We don't stand with gatekeepers, Ambrosia.
No, oh, I don't. You're
I saw
the
your
you're
TikTok.
the
We don't
Trekkie over
stand with them.
there. I mean, you're the
No.
Trekker. I'm just kidding.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on. we're gonna have a fun day talking
All
about
right.
all our Trekker stuff. Let's talk a little. There's not a lot of comics news, Ambrosia, so we're gonna kind of fly through our Marvel DC news. There
Okay.
is some Trekker news, and there is some Star Wars news.
Okay.
So I'll fight the gates. Technicolorful says. Oh my gosh, Technicolorful is looking for a fight. um. Okay, well let's see. Okay, here we go. Ambrosia, our buddy, grumpy old man Bruce,
Yeah.
grumpy old Bruce, was very upset because he did not want to see the Arrowverse go away. And he kind of thought they might, but look, and here's the thing I'm gonna say.
Okay.
There's an article that I read, and they at least have 1 year's worth of storyline packed away for the Arrowverse. Well, whatever's left of the Arrowverse. Looks like it's like Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, Flash, and Superman, Lois, Supergirl stuff. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that's what's left over. And Black Lightning. So They're all left over. Maybe the Black Lightning didn't Black Lightning get canceled? I think it did. Um, so those are all left over. They have 1 year's worth of storyline. But here's the thing:
Okay.
is everybody watching still? And is everybody invested? Because it looks like they might be doing some more crossover stuff. I feel like when they do the crossovers, people tend to watch all those crossovers and stuff because those are really fun events.
Mhm.
But but after this year, or will they be able to? Do you think that they might get through this year? Because I haven't not heard anything about it up until this point.
I don't know. And because I'll be honest, I haven't even been keeping up with any of that.
Look at here's
Um,
grumpy old Bruce.
oh, here he is.
He just liked it, and hopefully he's gonna pop right in. Because this is all for him right here. This story, I thought about him when I pulled this from the newsline. So, what do you think about this, Ambrosia?
I'll be honest, I'm not invested in the Arrowverse, and I feel
Yeah.
bad because maybe it's reasons like me why they would get rid of it. So it makes me sad for everyone who has been really invested on it, but also, mm, is it something that we need to invest in if there's so many people like me who are, I don't know. I don't know. Do you keep up with it?
I have not been keeping up with it myself actually, but no, I have not kept up with it. I did keep up with like the first, like right up until the last couple of seasons before they canceled Green Arrow.
Hmm.
But I did not keep up with all that stuff. I think it was the last. I think it was the
Is that your?
crossover that they're knocking.
That's so cute.
I can't hear which ones they are. I don't know if it's the baby or if it's anyway. I think it was one of the crossovers that I just couldn't get through, so I didn't finish it. Whatever.
Okay, so if you couldn't get through the crossover, how would you feel if they did another crossover?
I mean, the crossovers are fun. I just couldn't get through it because listen, this was they had just brought Batwoman into it, and that was when they were having all that rough crazy writing and difference of all that stuff that they were having a problem with that with Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
And
Oh
everybody was talking
yeah.
about the storylines not being done very well, and they were like, it was just real iffy at that time. And now
Yeah.
everybody kind of likes it a little bit better now. But I'm just like, it was a rough time for you to want, because I was like, yes, I want Batwoman. You're just like, oh, okay, I'm in
Yeah.
this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
That makes
That was
sense.
my feeling that when I watched it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Let's do this.
Yeah, I could see that.
So, but yeah, there's that. I don't think that I think they might be on their way out, but they are definitely gonna, if they have room for it, there's still a fan base. Why not?
Yeah.
That's literally all the news for like. There's other stuff, but really wasn't relevant. So we can move on to literally one more new things in the news here for, because there's a lot of Moonknight news, there's a lot of Morbius news, and there's all those things, but we can't talk about it because we don't want to spoil it. So we're gonna talk about this.
But we could. Okay, I want to ask something.
Okay,
Okay, and it's a yes or no question.
all right,
Yes or
what
no
is it?
question. Did you enjoy Moon Knight episode 1?
We'll talk about that
Oh my gosh.
later. We'll talk about that
Okay.
in a second. But here we go. There's rumors that there could be multiple versions of Wanda in Doctor Strange too.
Really?
And on top of it all,
Oh.
everybody's freaking out because in one of the new trailers that dropped, Wanda had had her accent back. So
Yeah.
people are going crazy over that too.
I just got my tickets for
For Doctor Strange.
yep.
Nice. That's
Yes.
awesome because you're part of that club, right? Where you get to do all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah, well, this is really cool. I'm excited about this. But what do you think? Do you think we're gonna get multiple versions of Wanda? I really
Yes,
hope so.
I think so. I definitely think so, especially because we're gonna have different like versions of Doctor Strange,
Mhm.
and so it would make sense if we have different versions of Wanda.
Yeah, especially like I really want to see like I want to see a really cool version of Scarlet Witch, like an X-Men version of Scarlet
Well,
Witch.
yeah, that's
Like
what I was
how
gonna
cool would
say.
that be?
Is that like in the comics, she's like super dark and kind of
Mhm.
like very villainish. And so
Yeah.
it would be really cool if we could see part of that. Like obviously, I don't think that they would turn her into like a full villain right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe
but
not.
it would be cool if we could see like glimpses of that.
Yeah, it would be really cool to see all that. I'm in for it. Like, I just don't know if I'm gonna go see it in the theater with my son. I mean, we will because we were gonna go see Batman, and we're literally days away from it hitting the streaming network. So I'm just like, should
Already?
I go see it? Yeah, it's gonna hit on in a couple of weeks, right? On the 20th, in 2 weeks, is gonna hit.
Really? I didn't know
We're gonna
that.
be able to watch it in our own homes, Batman. So I think I'm just gonna wait a couple of weeks and watch it.
Yeah, I could see
At
that.
this
But
point, I'm okay.
also, like, it was really cool watching it in the theater, like that one.
Yeah, I bet.
So, but I forgot that you still haven't seen Batman.
Still haven't seen Batman. I've still for somehow I've still avoided uh spoilers. I don't know how.
I don't know how either.
I'm down with that. Um I've also not looked for him, and I've also like kept going if I've seen anybody talk about Batman. So
No, that's good.
so but yeah, I haven't seen that. But I think we're gonna do the same thing with Morbius. I'm gonna wait till it comes out. We're gonna watch it.
That one, I'm definitely gonna wait until it comes out.
I think I have to see Doctor Strange 2 in the theater though. I think I have to. That's gonna be that thing. Remember when we were like, are the movie theaters gonna go away? And a lot of them did shut down, but they're still
Did
here,
they
right?
really?
Some of them did, yeah. A lot of them
I
did.
didn't know that.
Um, what time is it? Ambrosia, we got like 30 minutes to talk about some stuff. Okay, here we go. I got some Star Wars news, Ambrosia.
Ooh,
Wait, should we talk about some Star Trek news? Let's talk about Star Wars news first.
okay.
So talk about this right here, Ambrosia. Um, do you have your pre-orders in for this
Oh, we already have
Skywalker
it.
Saga Last Call? You already have it?
Yeah. Wait, is this the video game?
No, the
Oh,
Lego, like a Lego
well,
set.
okay, because the Lego Star Wars game just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday. I don't know. I'm really out of like the what is that called? Video game realm. But I know it just dropped and it's kind of a harder to find one, or the deluxe one was hard to find. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that just
Yeah.
dropped and I know Tommy has his. But the Skywalker Saga, the last call for pre-orders. No, I didn't know this.
So yeah, I think you're talking about the right thing. Yeah, this is your April 5th, which was yesterday. You guys
Yeah.
got yours in already.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys already got this, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I knew this. You guys would be all over this.
Yeah. Legos
So
and Star Wars. Yeah.
yeah. So okay. So how about this? Do you guys have? Are you guys Black Series collectors?
Yes. Oh, are you talking
So
about the new Princess Leia? There's a
you
new
tell me
Princess.
about it. You tell me
Okay,
about it.
so there is a comic book version of Princess Leia that's coming out in the Star Wars version, or I'm sure that there's other ones, but the one that I saw specifically was
Mhm.
from like the 2015 Star Wars comic book release. And they're making it into a Black Series figure, which is beautiful.
That's awesome. It might be part of this collection here of the 2022 Star Wars Black Series Vintage Collection. They're gonna be dropping all
Yay!
kinds of cool stuff. I haven't seen. I don't know if they have any pictures of them yet, Ambrosia, but
Let
they
me
are
see.
gonna be dropping them the first wave. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can see any pictures in this article, but they do have them here written down, prices and all that good stuff. If you guys want to check it out, I'm
Yeah.
sure you can just Google it. I'm looking up at this article. It's on from comicbook.com, and you guys can find it right there if you want to. That's just the first text, first Google. Um, okay, what else, Ambrosia? I think that's that. With there. Did you hear about the that people had? I guess there was some rumors going around that they were saying that there's some set photos and Darth Maul. They seen Darth Maul was in it, and I think it happened a few months back. Remember, everybody was like, "Oh, they had Ray Park. He was in the news again. The guy who played him." And they're talking
Oh,
about how Darth Maul could be. There was photos, and they were thinking that he could be in Kenobi, possibly. I'm thinking, or something. But so somehow, um, a Ahsoka report, debunks that was a fake photo.
really?
So yeah, I guess this was a fake photo. People just got all crazy and went nuts over it. Listen, that would be cool if we could see that again. But do you think that we're going to see Darth Maul in anything like that?
I would love it if that would be a thing. I don't know. We brought Boba Fett back. Why can't we bring Darth Maul back?
We're gonna?
Um,
I want to see him in anything. Bring him back in anything. I
yes,
mean, how
yes,
cool would that be?
100%. Especially because I feel like he's such like another character like Boba Fett, where we didn't get like a ton of him in like the actual like live action movies, and we get more of him, in
Mhm.
some of the animated series, which we've seen a lot of like things hinting that they're gonna bring some of that back. So
Yeah, yeah.
I would love for this to happen, please.
So people are freaking out because literally because of this photo. I guess looks like Ahsoka is fighting Darth Maul, and people are freaking out over that, and they're thinking, are we going to see him in Ahsoka? Are we going to see him in anything else? But they say that this photo originated on Reddit, and it was people cosplaying. They cosplayed so good that it
People
looked
thought
people thought it was real.
that is awesome.
That was awesome.
I
That's
love
freaking
that.
fantastic. Yeah, that's awesome. Um, I don't think I have anything else. Star Wars Day is coming, Ambrosia. Are you getting
I
excited?
Okay, so originally, I wanted to like make this like really cute Princess Leia, like like a simple like how like in Disney there's like Disney bounding where it's like not full character, but like your character. Yeah, I wanted to do that with Princess Leia, but then I didn't get super into it because we actually thought we were going to be in London at the time.
Mm,
We were supposed to take a Europe trip, but we put that on pause. And
yeah.
so now I'm gonna be here, and now I'm
Okay.
like, okay, I think I need to do something now
What
because
we got to do? What do you got to do?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, and bro. I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff to do, right? You can. I love. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm sure there's gonna be all kinds of cool stuff happening here around town, with all the cool comic shops and stuff like that. Maybe
Because
I'll
you
go.
guys have some cool comic shops, yeah?
We do have a handful of comic shops here, a handful of awesome shops. Like they are so cool. I think Arizona and Phoenix is very very special when it comes to comic shops.
Yeah, because
Because
we don't
yeah,
really have anything. I mean, like we
people,
have our comic
I
book
hear
store,
that
but
all the time. I hear that all the time, and we are blessed with so many shops around us that I think we get a little spoiled.
yeah, and that's awesome. I mean, like we don't have like we have a couple, but none of them like really go
Mm.
out for any. And maybe this year they will. I don't know. It's hard to tell because like these past couple of years have been so weird because of like COVID and
Mm.
even like free comic book day was delayed and everything. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
It'd be
and
great.
that's coming. Aren't they going to do that in May now too, or something like that?
Yeah, yeah, that's coming up here
Mhm.
shortly. Oh, isn't it like typically the first weekend of May?
I think it might be. I
Yeah,
can't remember. I haven't done it in so long, but we
I
used to
know.
take my kids out to free comic book day every year. There's a comic shop right downtown right here where we would go, and they were the one and only shop where they would like literally order every single book, and then they would partner with everybody because they were on Main Street. They would partner with
Oh,
every single one of the shops to have somebody standing out there and manning a booth where they can pass it. So you did a scavenger hunt, and then you picked up all these books, and you picked up certain books, and then found certain things, and then you got a prize at the end, and
how
giveaways and stuff like that.
cool!
They gave away like 11 by 17s and like all kinds of cool stuff. It was a really cool event, like all day event for people. So I really miss doing all that kind of stuff. The pandemic got in the way of everybody, and we, so
Yeah,
yeah. Um, we got a Wedge Horn says, "Feel lucky you have a shop. I don't have a shop within 100 miles. I have to get my books through an online mail service." Yes, this is the thing. I feel very very spoiled because we do literally. I have 3 comic shops within a 3 to 5 mile radius of me, and I can name off every single one of them, and they're all over the place. Um, and yeah, I do. And we were thinking of moving to a place where it was the same thing. You had to drive at least an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to the nearest comic shop. And there's bookstores galore and things like that, but never a comic inside. So, yeah, I feel for you, man. I feel for people who aren't able to walk into a comic shop. It stinks, but
Well, and especially because like you're always kind of behind because by the time they actually shipped, you don't get them until later. Because I mean, there was a time where I had no time to go to the comic book store, so I would
yeah.
use an online, and it sucked because I was always like a week or two behind.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go ahead and let me pull this down real quick because let's talk a little bit about where am I at here. That's the pull that down. Ambrosia, it's time for Ambrosia's pool list breakdown.
Yay! And I'm actually caught up, so let's go.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to Ambrosia's pool list. All right, everybody. This is the part of the show where we talk about Ambrosia's pool list. This week we're going to talk about my pool list too, actually, Ambrosia, because I pulled some other stuff other than Scout.
Did you?
So we're gonna talk. So we might even change the name of this segment to our
pool list. Yes, please. That would be awesome.
And I'm gonna start reading them, and I'm gonna start doing better, and we're gonna talk about them. Maybe even like talk about them next week and stuff like that. We'll do something fun with it, but yeah, we'll talk. Let's talk a little bit about these books. Ambrosia, what's first on your list?
First is Moonknight, issue number 10. This series has been really, really good. This right now, this isn't the best time to jump on. However, if you want to start at issue 1, I definitely recommend this. Like, if you have enjoyed issue 1 of Moonknight, and you if you have enjoyed episode 1 so far, and you know like the premise of Mark, then definitely jump on. Definitely check the series out, but don't start at issue 10.
Okay. All right. So it's not a good jumping off point.
No. And same with Devil's Reign. Please don't start on issue 6. That's
because it's
silly.
the last one.
Yes. However,
the final battle.
Right, and then being like, oh, I should check out issue 1. This again, I'm kind of sad that it's already ending because it's been. I really enjoyed this little story arc of it. So
that's awesome. Okay, She-Hulk. This is really cool. Listen, Ambrosia, I got to tell you something really quick. My wife is doing this really cool thing. She's got this really awesome app where it's like color by numbers. And
yeah.
And she's doing this one where it's all the women in Marvel and stuff like that. So she's like and at the same time she's like learning about all these characters, and she's learning their like powers and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to kind of like watch her do this and kind of embrace my geeky culture a little bit and just kind of feel it a little bit. That's kind of cool.
Maybe I should make that a homework assignment for my students.
It's such a cool thing, Ambrosia. It's really cool. And the reason why I was bringing it up is because she really likes She-Hulk and her character and
does she?
What she stands for. Yeah, she's like, dude, she's a freaking queen.
She is. Yeah. I love her. So this is again, for one, I love all of the artwork in this. It's just overall.
And look how gorgeous they've portrayed her. Like, oh my gosh.
Yes. She is a true queen. The series has been so good so far. We haven't seen her in a while, and I think it's like trying to like amp us up for the series, which I'm super pumped for as well. Yeah. So definitely check out the series as well.
And it's only 3 in, so it's
this is a great time to jump on.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, Strange. So this follows the story of the death of Doctor Strange. So
Okay.
it's not that you need to read it, but I highly recommend reading The Death of Doctor Strange before you jump into Strange.
Grumpy old Bruce mentioned. He said on Twitter, "Did someone mention me? What do I do now?" Jump on this and talk to us. That's what you do. Okay, go ahead. Okay,
Oh yeah.
sorry, this one. Sorry, Bounty Hunters. That was me. I was supposed to click the button.
No, sorry. I just forgot what I was doing. Crimson Reign. Star Wars fans, read these comics. They're great.
Okay.
That's all.
Star Wars fans, but 22. That's pretty wild.
Oh my gosh, these are going so far.
Yeah.
This is again another one. Don't jump on. I guess
I feel like we've been talking about this for a while now, and it's pretty. That's pretty good, Ambrosia. That's
22.
That's pretty,
yeah.
Yeah, 22. Look at this. This one's so.
If I feel like this is if Joey was a comic book character.
Right. This is me all day.
I haven't read this, but I love it because we haven't seen him since the Spider-Verse, which was like back in like 2017.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to read it. I'm really pumped up to watch it. Ooh, Little Monsters.
Little Monsters.
Okay, I'm a Jeff Lemire fan, and
Okay.
this is only issue 2, but it has a really cool storyline of like children vampires, and they're the only ones alive, so they think.
I love Dustin Gwen's artwork. It's so freaking awesome.
Yeah, so Jeff Lemire plus Dustin it's good.
Yeah, it's so cool.
If you haven't read it, check it out.
Wonder Woman, Historia, the Amazons. This is such a cool cover.
Yes, and Kelly Sue DeConnick.
Oh man.
I love her, and she did great in the first issue, and so I like the artwork and all of it is just so beautiful. So it's like you're reading like history, like a history book. It's so cool.
That's awesome. I love that. And it's Black Label.
Yes, I've been liking a lot of their Black Label.
Yeah, they're cool. And I love the prestige format too. It's prestige format's so cool.
Yes.
Walking Dead Deluxe.
Yes, because I'm getting caught up.
That's what's up. Okay, cool. Monkey Prince 3.
Okay. Did you read issue 2?
I have not read issue 2 yet. Red Horses, Little Monsters looks good. Yeah, it looks really good.
It's really good.
They're on issue 2, so I got to jump on too myself.
Yeah, it's good. I know issue 1 you're kind of like iffy about, but
oh yes, you're right. I did read issue 1. I have not. I did not go on to read issue 2. No,
it gets better. I
dropped off on this one.
It gets better.
Sorry. And it does get better. Okay.
Yes. New Master. Okay, I haven't read issue 2 yet, but I've read issue 1, and that was really, really good. You've read New Masters, didn't you?
I think I read the first one. I think I did read the first one and I said, "Ooh, this one's good." But I do like this cover. I have not checked out issue 2 either myself.
Yeah.
So, but if it's in our pool list, it's in our pool list.
Yes. And what's cool is that these are brothers. Like one brother does the artwork, the other one does the writing. And they are from West Africa, I believe. Awesome. But issue 1 was really great, so I'm excited to read issue 2 and 3.
Super cool. I love it. And then this is my pick here. My pick is Little Monsters 2. This one's awesome. I gotta pick up the first one. What's up? Wait, what?
Didn't we just talk about Little Monsters?
Yes, but these are my picks.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, wait, am I
now we're on to my picks, Ambrosia.
Sorry, there wasn't a cool intro to like introduce you and your picks.
Yeah, sorry.
We need to do that, please.
I know, right? We gotta have but here we go. And Little Monsters, I got this one in my pool list too. Definitely gonna read this, then read number 1 and number 2. This one, this one's in my list, right? It's got to be in my list right here. But I did want to read this one because it's a live field, you know what I mean? So I'm all about it. But I do want to. I am wondering, did he do this cover? Because look at those feet. No, just kidding. There we go. And then I do want to read X-Men Red because it's really cool with this cover. And here we go. I want to jump on Batman Beyond Neo Year because I just love a freaking Batman Beyond story.
You do.
I'm there for it all day long. Oh. And then Batman Killing Time. I need to catch up on the issue 1, but I saw this one and definitely wanted to check this one out too. I'm gonna read a couple Batman books. I'm a Batman guy, so I'm gonna read a couple Batman books. Why not?
Nice.
And here we go. I'm gonna do this one too. Batwoman, Earth Prime Batwoman, 1 of 6. So it looks like it's a limited series, so I'm gonna check on that one. This one, it was actually this one was a I was talking with Jen this morning, and a couple of people kind of mentioned this one, and they said that this one was really good, so I wanted to check it out. And if you guys are and here we go, Wedgehorn says live film, yuck. Oh my gosh, people do have reservations with him. But if you guys are
Wait, why?
It's Liefeld. It's
yeah, sorry. Yes, I know that.
So but this one, if you guys are in the indie scene, you guys are like watching all these awesome interviews and stuff, you guys are definitely kind of know the name Rich Douek. So he does really really good stuff, and he's a great creator. This is one of his books, From Aftershock, The Ocean Will Take Us. It's supposed to be really good. Here's another recommendation from some of Jen's fans. Nottingham, they are on issue 6. They're not too far into it, so you can kind of go back and read the first 5. But I heard that this was really good kind of take on, like, red what do you call it? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, and then this one, I saw this cover and I said, "Oh, that looks really cool."
Ooh.
And I want.
It looks like a cool movie, like a
movie poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, everybody's talking about Nottingham. They're all about that one right now. So I want to check it out. See what that's about. And here we go. We got some Scout books. Cult of Icarus second printing of issue 1 dropped today. I got to tell you guys, this is a gorgeous cover. I almost like it better than the first cover. I got the first cover back there behind me. But I love this one. Like, I'll even show you guys, like between this one and that one, I like them both, but I really like this second printing cover. It's such a dope one.
No, I agree.
Wedgehorn says number 6 of Nottingham is in a jumping on point too. So if you guys want to go back and read it, it's a good jumping off point. Cult of Icarus is so good. I am right there with you, bud. Look at, I even got this one right here. Boom. Look at, I got my my Lost Boys homage.
I love that cover so much too.
Cult of Icarus right there. So that's what's up, right? Okay, I gotta pull up my pictures again. Okay, where's it at? Why didn't it pop up? Sorry. And then here's we go. Cult of Icarus 2 dropped today. I don't have that one because I didn't make it out to the shop today. But Cult of Icarus dropped 2 number. So if you guys want to grab second printing of issue 1 and the first printing of number 2, there you go. And Distorted, this one's really fantastic. The follow-up to first issue 1 dropped, and another number 2. So this is the week of number 2s from Scout.
Wow.
Third Wave 99. This is from President James Hake over at Scout. And Louis the 13th, so 14th, 15th, whatever. I don't know how to count. Yeah, it's fine. 13th, whatever. He's pretty cool dude. Awesome. And then this one's really freaking fantastic. If your shop happens to have this one, you guys definitely got to grab it, because this is the 11x17 legendary edition of We Don't Kill Spiders. It's the blue line legendary edition thing, and you get some really cool behind the scenes stuff, some line art and stuff like that inside. Really fantastic. If you guys haven't seen these, like, I have not even seen these in person myself, and I really want one bad, but this is really cool. So if you guys have seen one, it's really cool looking. I think that's all I got. Ambrosia.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, I do have something that I want to talk about.
Moonknight.
I want to talk about this. Do you guys see this?
Oh my gosh, yes, let's do it.
Do you guys see this? Do you guys know what this is? This is the Scout Comics web store exclusive mystery box. You can only get this thing on Whatnot. So Scout had a 2-day Comic-Con on Whatnot, and this is where I got it. Inside is, I'm not going to open it up because we don't have time. But there's it says you can get 10 plus items inside. I got 10 web store exclusive variants inside here. Very, very cool. I'm not gonna tell you what I bought it for, because it's crazy. Like, if I sold all these, I'll just say, if I sold all these at $5, I would definitely make a profit. Just saying that.
He would
I'm not
be a
saying
millionaire.
not at all. Not like that at all. But
Never mind.
I'm not gonna sell them. They're sticking in my they're staying in there. um, but really cool stuff. And they have debuted all kinds of really cool mystery boxes. And guess what? They're doing another con. They're doing Scout Comic Con 2, which is on Whatnot. And they're going to be doing it on the 30th of April and the 1st of May. It's going to go from 11 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. straight through, all the way through. And it's only on Whatnot. So if you're not on Whatnot, sign up today. Follow Scout Comics. They have all kinds of stuff. They have a whole month's worth of shows already scheduled. So you guys want to check it out and check it out, see what they got going on. You get some gems. There's some gems on there that you can only get on Whatnot. They don't even have it on the website. That's the place to go. So you guys are gonna want to get it there first. They even debut the title boxes there. They debuted the recount title box today on Whatnot, or on Tuesday, which was yesterday. So check it out. Ambrosia, let's talk about Moonknight here. The last.
I just want to know, did you like it? Yes or no?
Okay, I
let the people know.
I liked it. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Unpopular opinion. Moonknight
What's new?
Moonknight was meh. I mean, it was good. I liked it. I'm not gonna talk down on it, but I was expecting something else. I think the hype kind of got to me, Ambrosia. What do you think?
Okay, I liked it. I think it was a lot. I wish that they would have dropped 2 episodes, because I think it would have really like completed and really like engaged people more. Like, I mean, because there was a lot that happened in episode 1, especially if if people weren't too familiar with Moonknight. So I don't know. I wish, like, my big complaint is I really wish that they would have had 2 episodes out. But it was super action packed. I really liked it. Now, am I going to say like, whoa, that was the most amazing show?
Was the first episode so the first episode helped and the second episode helped the first one?
Yeah. I think
so it would have been better if they would have dropped 2. Listen, that's the thing I think some of these shows kind of suffer from. If they question, there's always that big question when you're in a room full of execs, right? And your ties too tight and you're like, what do we do? How do we release these? Do we release them like Netflix the whole entire season, or we release them little by little, or should we drop 3 episodes and then drop them one by one? Like I'm cool with if you guys have like comic books, have a really cool, beginning of a story arc. If you guys want to drop like the movie, like shows, you want to drop me 1 or 2 of them right there off the back just to pull me in, I'm cool with that. If they would have given me a second solid episode to kind of reel me in from that first one, where I'm just like, I'll wait for the second one to make my full, thought about it. I think that's where I'm at with it. Like, I need more to bring up. So like that first episode, I can't really judge. I liked where they're going with. Let's see what's this about, because I just want to see if what I think is happening is actually true. So if it is, then I'm like, yeah, you guys doing a good thing. If it's not, and you're not going the direction where I think it's going, maybe it's a good thing too. I don't know. What do you think, Ambrosia? What do you?
I really liked it. I mean, I think it wasn't my first issue, or sorry, not issue 1. My favorite episode 1 of a show, no. But is it my least favorite? No. So I'm really excited to watch episode 2 to see where it's going to go.
And that's kind of where I judge it off from.
That's why I really wish I would have dropped 2.
Yeah, like this is my thing. It did. There's some shows, and I can't think of a name of a show. I can't think of, and I'm not gonna say like Daredevil because I can't remember what I thought when I watched it for the first time. But there has been a moment where I watched an episode and I'm like, Oh man, that was such a good show. Why isn't there another one? Right? And
Yeah.
this did not. I did not do it. I forgot about some of the things that happened in the episode, and I actually had to rewatch a little bit of it to kind of refresh my memory.
Oh
And
no,
that's
that's
kind
not
of what I'm
good.
basing it. That's what I'm basing it off of.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if I was in a different state of mind or what. So I'm gonna watch after this show, after this episode of the what that we're showing right now. After we get off of here, I'm gonna go watch the show with my son, and then I'm gonna kind of gather myself and figure out what I think
Now,
about it. But
okay. Now, would you watch episode 1 and 2 again, or just episode 2?
I'm gonna just watch number 2, just to kind of throw myself back into there.
That makes sense.
So because I did like the reveal, and remember that reveal that you and I, we were like, we saw that tease and we were like, what is
Yeah.
this? Is this real? It was real, Ambrosia.
Yeah. It was
How do you feel about that? Okay, let's get into it now. Let's talk about our spoilers. So how do you
Wait,
feel?
no, we can't talk about spoilers. This is only week 1.
Okay, we won't talk about spoilers, but how do you
That is
feel?
something that we talked about. We do it 2 weeks.
Okay, then let's do it 2 weeks then. So how do
Wait,
you feel?
is that
How do
our
you feel
rule?
about
Didn't we do a rule?
No, I think it was a week. I think we gave it a week. So last week it was episode 1. We could talk about episode 1. So how do you feel about the reveal?
Which reveal are we talking about?
The reveal of him and his
Oh, his DID?
yeah.
Ah.
That and his suit. Remember when we seen his suit in front of the restroom in that really grainy photo when we talked about it, brought it to everybody here?
Yes.
It was real. So how do you feel about that?
I really, really liked it. I also
Did you jump out of your seat? Because I said like this when I watched it, I said, me and Ambrosia were right.
Yes. And the thing is that I know we kind of went back and forth of like how we felt about the suit. I liked the suit. I didn't think it was too CGI-y.
Okay. Yeah, some people thought it was bad. Listen, I'm not gonna judge anything yet.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till I watch it, and I'm gonna watch every single episode, and then I'm gonna say, okay, see how I feel from them. Because I did the same thing with I was really kind of reluctant with Falcon and Winter Soldier. And
Oh,
I really?
really?
Well, I mean, I don't think I was reluctant. I think I was more of like, okay, where are you guys gonna go with this? Because remember we had all those questions, and everybody was like, what's going on with this? Where's it going? So I think we're gonna be doing the same thing here with this one. We're all gonna there's gonna be so many people talking down on it and saying, oh, we don't like it because it's not doing what we want.
Yeah, I could see. Did people talk down with Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah, we would talked a lot about it, Ambrosia, on the show.
I don't remember.
Yeah, like I don't remember yesterday.
It feels like yeah, this is true.
I don't remember yesterday.
I feel like it's been. When did that show come out? Didn't it come out like in the summer?
She's like, wait, what show are we on right now? Wait, who are you?
Where are we?
Here. How did I get here?
Maybe I have DID now.
Oh my gosh.
I always pretend like when I come back from Taco Bell and I'm like, did I order this whole taco pack by myself? And then I'm like, no, that was Patricia.
You're like, yeah. I do like how how when he went into an episode, all of a sudden it was like, like you could just be sitting there. I just imagine Ambrosia just sitting there. She's like, I want Taco Bell. And then all of a sudden you like you look down and you have devoured a whole entire 12-pack of tacos.
That is actually my life. And then I'm like, oh no, who did
she's
that?
Like, oh, that was. She was like, wait a minute, you saw
Patricia.
my social media. You saw my social media. You just saw me a picture of me doing that.
Yeah. Thanks for social media to help track me.
There you go. It's true. It helps track us. Whatever.
It does.
We're tracked every day, Ambrosia.
I know.
It's inevitable. We can't get away from anything.
No.
Yeah. So Wedgehorn says he likes one episode at a time, not all at once. I think I like it. I do like that because I do like to sit and wait for that because it's like that's old school, right? That's how you did it.
Yes, I was gonna say it's almost like nostalgic, like how I will say like that's something that The Mandalorian was like one of the first things that would do that weekly instead of just like, okay, here's a show, binge it. And it was really exciting. Like we would look,
I
and
like
especially
to binge though too. I like to binge.
Yeah. See, yeah, yes and no. But, it was nice because that was also, like, during, like, weird COVID times, and so it gave
Mhm.
us something
Yeah.
to look forward to, which
Mhm.
was really
Yeah.
exciting. I liked it.
I do I like I'm kind of a little both. I like watching as it comes out, and I like to binge too. But
Yeah.
I listen, I do think that it would benefit shows would benefit from dropping it like this one, like we're saying, dropping 2 episodes once, and then after that dropping one episode
Yeah.
per week.
Because didn't
Pull me in with
Peacemaker do
2
that?
episodes. What's that?
Didn't Peacemaker do that?
Yeah, I think they dropped like 3 episodes. 2
Yeah.
or 3 episodes, and then they pulled me in. I was cool, like, cool, do that all day. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I that's where I wish that they would have done that, but what do I know?
Yeah, Ambrosia, all right, let's talk more, because we don't have a lot of time. We should be
No, we're
closing this
over.
up,
Yeah.
and we're over our time. But let's talk more spoilers next week. How about that?
Okay.
We'll talk about episode 1 and 2 spoilers. Um, Ambrosia, please, can you let everybody know where they can find you on social media?
You can find me at Ambrosia_Linda on Instagram and on Twitter. And then you can find me Comics and Cupcakes on the Tiki Talkie.
And make sure you guys go and check out Oneshi Press on Kickstarter. That's kickstarter.oneshipress.com. They have a really cool Kickstarter going on there. It's NFSW, so make sure you guys are okay with that before viewing and purchasing. But it's an amazing book from a group of talented creators, so make sure you guys go check out Tracy Queen from Oneshi Press. You can find me at Joey Galvez 1984 on Twitter and all kinds of other places. You can listen to Ambrosia on Ambrosia. Let them know where they can find you.
At Comic Book History Lesson. I'm so sorry I haven't dropped this. CMAS has been kicking my butt.
It's all good.
It's
You can
coming. It's
find her.
coming. That's
We
what
got
she
it.
said.
She's got an episode coming very soon, guys. I got
Yes.
more episodes coming too. So we're dropping the ball, but you can find my show House Vindy where I talk to independent comic book creators. Thank you, Wedge Horn. He says good show. And if you guys want to listen to some amazing podcasters, you guys can listen to our buddies of Next Issue Pod. They are amazing guys. You guys want to listen to them. We also have comic comedians and Wednesday Pool comic. We have the comic book Yetis. You guys want to listen to them into the comic cave and cryptic creator corner. All kinds of cool stuff.
That is
Head
a
on over
tongue
there.
twister.
Yeah, right. If you guys want to listen to all those cool stuff, just type in the Geek Collective into your podcatcher, and you'll find all those cool podcasts there. Mine and Ambrosia's is there as well, and you can find that. But we do have a friend who's not on the network that we will always talk about. Professor Frenzy Show. They are friends of the show. They're amazing guys. They talk about their pulls, their indie pulls. You want to listen to some guys talk about all the indie stuff that we don't go over. You guys can listen to their podcast because they have some really good stuff, and they don't talk down about them. They just talk about all the cool stuff they love. So make sure you guys are listening and subscribing to Professor Frenzy Show. And here's our buddy from Professor Frenzy Show, one half of Professor Frenzy Show, Chris at BTO and Bet Books. Amazing guys over there. They do a great job. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching me and Ambrosia.
Hi.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.